Let me help you understand what death sentence looks like. It's not just the courts that can give people death sentences. Death sentence can be prolonged, something that people have time to prepare for, like the kind that they give in court. They can say someone is sentenced to death and is still alive for another 1 year. But those remaining parts will be lived in torment because the person doesn't know the day and the time. A sickness can also come that represents what? Death. And it looks like time is counting. In prison, the place where they put people who are on death row is far different compared to the place where they put people who have timed sentences. In some prisons, when the rest are coming out to play or work or do all those things, those who have been sentenced to death, in fact in every prison, are not allowed to mix with those who have timed sentence. In some prisons, when they sentence people to death and the day for execution comes, they ask them, what's the last meal you want to eat? So someone is going to sit down with chains in their hand and leg, feasting on something that he knows he will not be alive to digest. Think of the reality of coming into an awareness that after this meal, this is the last time you will know what the taste of food look like. Eating those things with hands and legs bound. Whatever the sentence will look like, it's going to be death by hanging, or firing squad, or lethal injection, or death by electrocution. The death by electrocution is a very serious one. Sometimes they get saline water as salty water so that the electricity can be stronger and effective, and drench around their head and put a mask, iron mask on it, so that the electricity can run quickly through the entire body and drain life out of them. And someone will jack and jack and jack till the last breath drops. And if it is death by hanging, the fellow is bounded to the hands, by the hand to the back, the legs bounded, made to climb the gallows, shaky legs, because nobody wants to die. And of course, put a black cloth around the person's face, and a rope is dumped there. A preacher, whatever fate comes, and give the fellow the final opportunity to make peace with the maker. In some places they ask, you have a final word. And some of those who climb those places to die are not guilty. But when it gets to that point, all the quarters where their plea could be heard have been shot. The people here only understand one thing: kill. And after the fellow is dead, they only have a form to sign, done. And the body is dumped in the mortuary, and then till they find a use for it, or mass burial for those who have been killed. This is exactly how we were on death row. We were the one who had been sentenced to die. The verdict of death was upon us. And the fact that your time had not come to die that eternal death doesn't make it less real. If Jesus had not come, we would have burned in the lake of fire, whose torment doesn't end night and day, forever and ever and ever. The message of the gospel is, in order for you not to experience this, God sent his only begotten Son to come into this sinful world and live as a man, then die, so that you will not have to perish. So the gospel is not, where's your scarf? The gospel is not, why are you wearing trousers? The gospel is not, why are you putting on lipstick? The gospel is, Christ came, he lived, he died, and he rose again.